India has officially confirmed its readiness and capabilities to develop a sixth-generation fighter jet, the same as China. The bold claim has been made by DRDO Director General of Aeronautical Systems, K. Rajalakshmi Menon. Currently, only China has flown its sixth-generation prototype, which created quite a buzz on social media, even though its capabilities remain untested. The United States has also approved its own sixth-generation NGAD program for development, which will replace the iconic F-22 Raptors from early 2030s. So can India too build its own sixth-generation fighter jet? What new technologies would it incorporate? Will it suffer the same delays as the Tejas? And which other countries are working on their own sixth-generation programs? And if approved, who will manufacture this jet? Since the government has allowed private players like Larsen & Toubro, Tata Advanced Systems and Adani Defence to bid for the AMCA, it may allow the same for a potential sixth-generation fighter. If not, then the burden will once again fall on the HAL, which despite the bad PR is the 11th largest defence manufacturer in the world, followed by Bharat Electronics in 13th place. According to this report in portal defense.in, a senior DRDO Director General, K. Rajalakshmi Menon, has claimed that India has all the capabilities now to begin work on a sixth-generation fighter jet, which will incorporate and integrate advanced artificial intelligence, directed energy weapons, or in other words, lasers, apart from hypersonic missiles. The future sixth-generation program incorporates all the stealth capabilities of a fifth-generation fighter like the AMCA, but it would go one step further. Reports suggest that sixth-generation fighters could incorporate hypersonic speeds close to Mach 5, which would make it impossible for previous-generation jets to intercept or even chase them. It would need to integrate deep AI for autonomous operations, allowing for real-time decision-making and effective manned-unmanned teaming, also known as loyal wingman. In other words, its AI will be used to control unmanned drones to penetrate air defenses and strike behind enemy lines. Fearing India's defense manufacturing rise, Pakistan is sure to go running to China with a bowl for new fighter jets. If that won't happen, then Munir would make another impassioned plea to America to save Pakistan from India. But Bharat is focused on realizing its own status as a 21st century superpower, and for that, it must begin work on a sixth-generation jet, even as AMCA undergoes development for 2035 induction.
We expect that the first prototype should fly by end of 2028.
India's confidence to begin the development of a sixth-generation fighter demonstrates the country's determination in strengthening indigenous defense production. For the first time in aviation history, these sixth-generation jets could use lasers or directed energy weapons in combat aircraft. This will build on India's own advances in DEW for ground and naval operations, especially in air defense roles. Earlier this year, Chairman of the DRDO, Dr. Samir V. Kamath, while addressing a gathering, also mentioned about the roadmap for developing sixth-generation fighter jets in India. He acknowledged that today's technology has moved to the sixth generation, and mentioned that a new program would take nearly 15 years to deliver anywhere in the world, hinting that the sooner we begin, the better. India could also incorporate few sixth-generation technologies in its fifth-generation AMCA, which is currently under development. Both the United States of America and China are leading the race to field sixth-generation fighter jets. The US Air Force's main project is the Next Generation Air Dominance, or the NGAD program, from which F-47 has emerged as an official sixth-generation platform. Reports suggest that the United States Navy is also working on its own sixth-generation platform for aircraft carrier operations. However, the FAXX program is on standby, as the Air Force's F-47 is the priority. China's key sixth-generation project is commonly referred to as the J-36, built by the Chengdu Aircraft Corporation. The J-36 reportedly features a unique flying wing or triangular leaf design, maximizing stealth and aerodynamic efficiency. Chinese prototypes have been publicly shown as well, suggesting rapid progress with groundbreaking designs with 3 engines. Reports suggest they may also incorporate AI, advanced sensor fusion, and possible hypersonic missile carriage. Both these nations are prioritizing stealth, networking, DEWs, and AI, but they differ vastly in design choices and project management. The outcome of this race will shape future air superiority, with both the NGAD or F-47 and the J-36 representing the cutting edge of military aviation, likely entering service by the mid-2030s, same as the AMCA, or even possibly earlier. Now, India's Advanced Medium Combat Aircraft or AMCA program has achieved substantial milestones in 2025, with the design finalized and prototype development now underway. The Indian Ministry of Defence has also approved the entry of private sector firms in a strategic project like fighter jets for the first time in India's history. The aircraft is projected to enter service by 2034, with mass production set for 2035. Amid India-US trade tensions, a significant question has surfaced that will India still consider the American F-35s to strengthen its stealth power till the AMCA are ready?
We're also paving the way to ultimately provide India with the F-35 stealth fighters.
However, after multiple speculations, India officially revealed that no talks with the US have been held for the F-35. The decision is influenced by high costs, incompatibility with India's largely Russian-origin equipment, lack of technology transfer, hurdles in co-production of the F-35 jet in India, and concerns about the F-35's operational constraints given India's use of the S-400 air defense system. In fact, the United States had kicked Turkey out of the F-35 program after the latter bought the Russian S-400 system.
Embargo items to 4,666.
Russia, in contrast, has actively offered India the Sukhoi 57 stealth fighter jet, along with full transfer of technology, co-production and manufacturing opportunities right here in India. Russia has proposed to share the composite source code for the Sukhoi 57, which is unheard of. However, India has not signed any contract as of September 2025. Recent reports though suggest that investment studies for this project have begun from the Russian side. Meanwhile, Pakistan does not have any operational 5th generation fighter nor plans to develop one. It also lacks hypersonic missile technology. Recently, its defense minister Khwaja Asif also denied reports that the country will buy the Chinese J-35 stealth jets.
It's only in the media, it's only in the media.
Soon, with the AMCA on the way and 6th generation plans gaining traction, India is set to establish total air superiority over its noisy neighbor before the next India-Pakistan war. But what do you believe? Is it time for India to launch the 6th generation project to keep pace with the likes of China and the United States? Leave a comment with your opinion, hit the like button and subscribe to Inconnect News.